Yo, 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 mic check, mic check. I repeat. Yo, 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 mic check, mic check. Alright, welcome back to my channel, people. I know it's been a while. This is the last snow. You call me Snow for short. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the start of the new weekend. It's November 1st, new day, first day of the new month. Happy late Halloween for everybody that went out, went trick or treating, went to the parade, or did what they wanted, experience as for the Halloween experience. And yeah, it was kind of rough for me at work last night, and still kind of tired. Was trying to think of what kind of game plan do I want to go with for today into streaming, because I'm testing out like a new app. There's two new apps that I'm dealing with uh, to start practicing for the new set that comes out. Because as of today, it's 2 weeks. The new starter decks that's coming out for Fusion World comes out next week. Not sure if it's gonna come out for the client next week, but if you play at locals, they do come out next week, next Friday, November 8th. But the official date for everything to drop on client, if I'm not mistaken, is November 15th. Um, the case, the two starter decks will be out already, but for the client, everything that's new for set four comes out for that day, November 15th. So if you guys want to be here and I do the case opening, because that's what I'm gonna be streaming on November 15th, which is a Friday. Um, I gotta check what time the store opens so I can go pick up my case. Um, so like that, I could go come home, stream box by box, do the giveaways for the subscribers, do the first come first serve on whoever plays IRL. Uh, you know, green, red, blue, and maybe yellow are up for grabs. I'm still kind of debating on what color I'm gonna be interested on playing next set. It'd be between either yellow, because I played yellow since I first started. I set three. I started playing black because of my favorite character, which is Bardock. Um, so yeah, this set is really interesting on where they're trying to go. I see a lot of support for each color except blue, but blue is already strong. So I already see that blue is still going to be one of the meta decks out there. Black got support for some of the leaders. Bardock didn't get no support. Like Bardock itself as the Bardock crew, they didn't get support for it. But there's some cards that you can actually put into the deck that will be interesting as seeing on the deck. We will go through it. I'll show you my deck right now in client for set three, what we have, and then what would I swap out for the new cards that's coming out. So you're gonna see me like swapping in and out screens from screen to screen, so I can actually show you what I feel like I should be played for the Bardock for the set four. Because right now, that's what most of the people that's doing. Yeah, they're streaming the client right now, but a lot of people is actually playing on Untap, the app that you can actually play set four cards already to test run it. But the program itself, it's not like built to navigate on its own. You have to do everything manually, like with the energy marker and stuff like that. But then you have tabletops, um, tabletop simulator for the PC that has everything set up for you. The only thing that you can't find opponents, you will have to like hit up people, go to the group chat, the Discord chat, and see who's available to play against you and etc. But it's definitely the next step on playing the new cards into the set now until the new set comes out officially in the client. And then on Untap, you can actually play it right now. You'll see people asking to play. You can create your own room and see if somebody wants to join. So I want to test it out. Um, I don't know all the keys to Untap, but there's nothing wrong in learning along the way. I just want to see how the deck functions, like the Bardock deck, because that's what I want to test out now. Because at the Bardock I'm playing going into set 4, the new Majin Buu for yellow, or I'll be playing black baby for the next set as well. So all three decks are strong going into set 3. I mean set 4. I just gotta see what deck I want to play, and that's what people are doing now. Test running a lot, and then you know try to figure it out from there. So untap is definitely not as easy as what people make it seem to play with unless you get used to it. Probably maybe I haven't gotten used to it or played it because I've been trying to test it out on my phone, and my phone is kind of rough to have the functions, the key functions on it. So yeah, we can definitely do that. So for everybody that's actually tuning in to my channel, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're new to our channel, press that follow button on YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you're watching me on Twitch right now, you can subscribe to my channel, press that follow button, and let's get to it. So right now I got the database open to show you what set 4 look like. Like I said, I want to go with Bardock. So this is the black cards that they have. This is the new leader that they have, which is Baby Vegeta, which is one attacking, draw one card, standardized, awaken at 4. This is the front. I'll show you the back. 20k standard, permanent. You could also use rest mode battle card with brainwash or machine mutant and their special traits and combos, and you can draw a card. So this is definitely a different play style on black. I feel like all three leaders have their own different type of ways of play styling. So it's more into comboing from the deck when it comes to Bardock. This one is comboing from the field, but that's including the rest mode cards, and then you have SS4 Goku that got support, and it's mostly energy market manipulation. So I like that they all have their own concept of, you know, how their play style is going to be. But I feel like this right here, depending on the support that we could actually talk about right now, is definitely good for it. So you have starting first, the Grade A Baby, 4-drop, 30k, 0 combos. On play, play up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less from your hand. Okay, so, and then when attacking, choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 3 or less and place it into your owner's combo area. So what I feel like this card fits in each deck, in each of the black decks. The SS4 Goku, the Bardocks, and the baby, definitely because it is the baby card. Because of the 2 drops, you have the pans that you can summon. You can summon the Shugesh. You can summon the Bardock, the Self-Awakening Bardock as well. You have a couple of Bardock crews that you can actually summon on 2 drop. This is definitely good. The most powerful thing about this card is it's on turn 4. You're attacking, and whatever card they have on if you're trying to wipe the board, you could definitely like wipe 2 cards at once with this card. So let's just say if they got a 20k on board, you summon this, attack, special summon an extra card, right? Swing with the first one to one of their battle cards if you don't want to attack the leader so they don't have hand size or you don't want to awaken them. You can definitely attack with this. See if they combo out. If they don't, that's 1 card. That's 1 battle card off the field. Or and then while attacking with this card, let's say they combo off in the first swing. The second swing, you swing for 30. While attacking, whatever 3 costs or less that they got on the field, you automatically can choose it to be in the combo. Let's say it puts them at 30. If you want to combo out, they can combo out. If you don't, then whatever, everything dies. But the good part about it is that you get to eliminate another body off the board. So that's definitely good, especially on a 3 drop. So you're not negating, The only thing that you can't do with this um, is the Majin Buu or the Babidi from Yellow that has barrier. Those are the only two cards that's restricted from using this card because you have to choose. When a card has barrier on their card, it can't be chosen for anything, for any effect. So this is definitely a good card. The only thing you just gotta be mindful that SS4 Goku, but right now, not baby. I gotta show you all the cards, but when it comes to your big bodies in your deck, you have the double strike Bardock. That's a 35 cane swing. You can get to pop off the field if you combo with two and anything off the board, but it's a zero combo. And then the key factor card that everybody likes to play in both decks is the SS4 Goku that gives you an energy marker when you swing. And if you use that energy marker this turn that they were summoned, um, on the turn, you can get to draw a card. So you can't go wrong with that. But then at the same time, how you gonna match up how you gonna place this grade 8 with the 4-drop and the double stack, and maybe you're playing the 10 times Kamehameha as well. That's a lot of zero combos in your deck, and the last thing you want to do is have so many zero combos in your deck that you can't protect yourself late game. So you got to be mindful of how you're gonna play this card. So me personally, in my set 4 deck, I actually put just one for now to see how it goes. Yeah, you're not gonna see it much, but when you get to see it, you know it's gonna be impactful. Next up, this is the alternate art, which is beautiful. Can't wait. So this is Glorio from Daima, which episode 4 comes out today. Hope you guys tune in. If I'm not mistaken, it comes out at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So this is a 4-drop, 25k swing, 10k combo. On permanent effect, if you or your opponent has an energy marker, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. So you already know. If you get this card early game, one of you guys have an energy marker, because nobody likes to use the energy marker early in the game. So you definitely can summon this on turn 2 or turn 3, whatever the case may be, on 25k swing. And on play, if it's your opponent that has the energy marker, then you could draw a card. So this is definitely a good card to have in your deck, because 25k swing right now is standard to be powerful, especially at turn 2 that you can summon it early game. Your opponent's bodies are not at 25 yet. They're at 20, and your leader is still at 15 on turn 2. So that's definitely to keep in mind, that this is definitely a good early strong swing to get. And if it's your opponent that has the energy market, you're already getting an extra card to have in your hand. So this is definitely a good card to have in your deck. How you gonna add it? Not sure. You're gonna have to figure it out. That's why I want to test run it. But it's definitely a good card that you can actually try out, just to see how it is. But yeah, I feel like I definitely see a lot of people playing at least 2 of these in their decks. You just gotta see how you want to build your deck. This is one of my favorite cards that I really, really want to play in my deck with the Bardock. You can play this in any deck, black. It's Super Ul, 3-drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. So this is active main once per turn. If your opponent doesn't have an energy marker, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 5 or less and KO it. Then your opponent places one energy marker. So the 2x2 combo effect with this and the Glorio is you play this first, right? Let's say none of y'all got an energy marker. Summon this first. You get to pop a card off the board. You don't have to swing. That's the good part about this card. It's not on swing. It's on play. No, it's once per turn on main. So you can use it whenever you're not on battle. So pop a big body off the board. Let's say you got 5 energies. Summon this. Pop the big body off the board. And then give them an energy marker. Then you can swing. Then you can summon Glorio if you got some more energy still standing. On 2, you can get to draw because who gave him energy marker to your opponent. So now you get to draw. You got 2 bodies to swing with. You pop the body off the board, and yeah, that's you good. You definitely on a good state because now you're flooding the board for swings while you pop one of the big bodies off the board. I feel like this is the card that I'm gonna actually swap out. Cause right now, if I show you my deck in the client, I play with the 3-drop Gohan. The 3-drop Gohan, it's on play. If you have an energy marker, you can pop a 3 or less. He's a 10k combo, just like this one, as a 20k swing, just like this. And it's a 3 cost, just like this. The only difference is, who makes it way much better. Because even though you're giving your opponent an energy marker, um, you pop one of the big bosses off the board. Because on 5 costs, you're knocking off every double strike that any decks have. You're knocking off the 4 drops if it's blue, the bounce backs, and the dual attacks. You could pop off the board with this. Red, if you could summon 2 of these, which I don't think you can actually do it. If your opponent doesn't have an energy marker, choose up to. Okay, so his effect can only be worked once, because unless your opponent uses the energy marker to, activate an extra card to boost their attack and everything else, you can't summon a secondary one and use his effect because he has to not have an energy marker to pop off the board. So I thought one of these is definitely good to have on the board. So how many would I run? I will run 2 to 3 of these in whatever deck you're gonna play, because black finally has something that can pop other than the double strike, but you need to combo 2 cards for it. But black has finally have a card that can pop 5 or less. That means you have a lot of ratios of cards that you could pop off the board and don't have to worry about it next turn. So let's just say if they already used all their energies to just summon that one big body to be a game changer, basically. On your next turn, you summon this, pop it off the board, and they don't have those bodies on the board. You give them energy marker, and maybe you can summon Glorio or something else, depending on how many energy you have, and just start swinging. And at 20k, that's standard for leaders. The only ones that you gotta worry about that is not 20k will be the Jiren when it's awakened, and Zamasu, because Brawly, I haven't seen nobody use Brawly. Brawly didn't really get support when it came to green for this set that's coming up. But yeah, this is definitely a hands down a card that you want to add to your deck if you're running, if you're trying to run for pop. Because right now Bardock, because a lot of people's complaining and don't believe that Bardock is going to be strong for next set. You have to understand Bardock, not because I'm playing the deck and the leader, but you have to understand right now Bardock is one of the top decks in the format, right? While in the format you have this deck, right, with no pop over 3 or less, I mean 3 and over, which they have it now, and it's still dominating because a 10-time Kamehameha only could pop 3 or less, right? If you use energy marker, you can pop 3 or less 2 bodies. If you don't, you can only pop 1, which has a 2 cost. Then you have the double strike. Then you have to combo 2 cards with any battle card on the field as long as the double strike is on the board, and you can pop anything off the board. Granted, but you're sacrificing 2 cards to just pop 1. When this card on summon, you don't have to do anything. Just as long as your opponent does not have an energy marker, you can summon this, pop anything off the board that's 5 or less, which is consistent to any card, and then summon and then give them an energy marker. You cannot go wrong with that. That's one big factor that Bardock needed to resist and to compete for this set that's coming up. More stuff to pop, right? So Oob definitely is a plus. Next up, this is for the baby. Super Sigma 2-drop 25k, attack 10k combo. On play, you have less than 3 cards with Machine Mutant and their special traits in your drop. KO this card. So I like the card. So I know for sure there's gonna be a lot of cards that you can combo because Baby is basically built on combo power, from rest mode or their field card. You could discard one card to draw one card. So you could set yourself up. I don't know how. I'm not gonna lie. By turn two, you could definitely have three bodies on the discard pile ready to summon this. Like if you try to combo from the beginning of the game, uh, and if you got the field card on the board already, you could discard already by turn two to summon this. You could definitely already have three on in the discard pile, but I see this being summoned from three and over. From two, it's gonna be kind of hard to get three machine mutants in the discard pile by that time. So this is definitely a late game swinger, which you can't go wrong with. So you gotta be mindful how you're gonna build your deck, because Baby, I'm not gonna lie, Baby has a lot of cards that they could summon, and you could combo off a rest mode. And this is a 10k. Can't go wrong with the 10k. The next up is let's go with the alternate because I like the alternate. The Super Baby one, 20k attack, 3 cost, 0 combo, on play, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less, and Brainwash or Machine Mutant and a special trace from your hand. So that Sigma that I just showed you could be special, something like this. Just basically Raccoon reincarnated from yellow to black. And once per turn, when a card is used in a combo from your battle area while this card is in the battle, draw a card. So if you combo with whatever card off the board to this, you get to draw a card. So if you combo off your hand, you basically don't lose anything because you're already drawing a card off your hand. Already drawing off your hand. And at the same time, it could be easily determined to just keep putting machine mutants to combo for this, be able to discard power. Maybe you have enough to summon, the Sigma. If you got 3 already on the discard power to summon a 25k swing. So that's definitely good as well. So this is definitely a good card. This is definitely the Raccoon. The only thing, it don't have a 5k combo power, but it's a good card. Like I said, that's the second card that we saw already that has 0 combo. So like I said, it's two different cards already. That's not even including 3 black cards that has 0 combos. So you have to be mindful how you're gonna build your deck. So this is the support for SS for Goku Leader. It's a 4 cost, 30k swing, 5k combo, permanent. If your leader is Son Goku GT and this card has 45k power or more, this card gains double strike. So easily to do this. You summon it, 4-drop. Use the leader effect. If you use the energy marker, you give your one of your bodies on the board 15k power until your opponent's next turn. Until the end of your opponent's next turn. So right now he'll be at 45 on your turn. Then when it's your opponent's turn, he's gonna still be at 45. So which makes it even dangerous for your opponent to swing over 45. You're gonna have to dump. Unless you're playing blue, your bottom deck or bounce it back to your hand. But red, to negate this to 25 and or lower, is gonna be rough because he's at 45. 45. That is 20k that you gotta negate off of this to use any cards to bounce or pop off the board. That's gonna be rough. Definitely a good card. I guess you could split this and SS4 Goku. Instead of playing 4 Bardoks, you play 2 Bardoks, double strike, and you can play this 2 as well. So you're not losing combo power, but you still got the double strikes. Next up for the Baby, Son Goten GT, 2-drop, 15k attack, 10k combo. Auto on your turn when this card is used in a combo from the battle area. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle card with the cost of 4 or less and return it to his hand. So Baby has his own bounce back, like Pan goes to Bardock and SS4 Goku. I don't really see this card being played other than the baby's deck because it's a 15k swing. You really can't do much, and you don't want to really sacrifice uh, two drop or two energies to summon this. Like let's say if it's a late game to summon this to just bounce back. Might as well just use the pan. It's a 5k combo, yes, but if you swing, you only sacrificing one energy marker um, to bounce back off the from the board, but then you're drawing at the same time. So you got to think about that. You got to think about that as well. So it's definitely good to see that. Next up, we have Sun Gohan GT for the baby. 2 card, 15k as well, 10k combo on auto when this card is used in a combo. Uh, from the battle area, draw a card. Then during this turn, the next time you use an extra card with the cost of 2 or less from your hand, you don't have to pay the cost. So there's a 2 cost Gallic gun. I think it's called Gallic gun. Well, it's our version of the Gallic gun for black. That's a 2 cost. It gives you 25k power boost, and at the same time, 25k power boost. And I think if I'm not mistaken, you get to draw a card and bounce back to your opponent 3 or less cost to their hand. So definitely this could fit in the baby's deck. But like I said, I feel like it only fits best in the baby's deck. There's a 15k combo. It's gonna be rough to actually add this into the Bardock or the access for Goku. But if you find the way, you find the way. But it's a 10k combo. We already saw 2 cards as a 10k combo for this deck, and that's actually amazing. That means it has combo power to protect itself late game and even early or mid game. So we don't have to worry about that. So like if you play 4 piece of these, it's definitely good to have those 10k combos. The next one, Dr. Miyu. This is for the baby as well. 1 cost, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play is a searcher. A non-Dr. Miyu card costs 4 less, machine mutant, and a special trait and add it to your hand. I feel like this is an alright card. It's just too much directive to the machine mutants. If you're gonna play Brainwash and machine mutants in a deck, you want to have a card that can actually search for both. And then you have to think about, I'm not a big fan of searchers because searchers kind of messes up your cycles into your deck. So let's just say if you got 5 good cards in your hand, you got to remember only one of them is coming to your hand and the rest is going bottom deck. What happens if it's cards that you need? It could be super combos, it could be an energy, that it could be a card that can give you an energy marker or anything to summon, or a big body that you need that you've been waiting for is coming up and you can't pick it up because it's not a machine mutant or any type of searcher. So that's something that you have to really think of. Probably 2, 3 ups if you want to go crazy with this card, if you want to build more to the machine mutant side. But I feel like you should balance it out with Brainwash cards as well, because Brainwash, as you can see, you can combo off the field and it's a 10k combo, and they have these special effects as well. Trunks GT, this is definitely for baby. 2 cards, 20k swing, 5k combo. That means this card could definitely stay on the board, but if it don't stay on the board, this card definitely has an effect that when you combo with it, you can add up to 2 non-Trunks GT battle card with the cost of 4 or less and Brainwash or Machine Mutant. So I like cards like this because it's specifying either or character traits, Brainwash or Machine Mutant, and at the same time you're recycling off the graveyard. This is like a peel off 2.0 because you can bring back anything, not even a peel off. This is definitely a Hercule because peel off can bring back itself. So you can say this is the Hercule version of of black, right? Because Hercule goes for the SS4 Goku and the Bardock, but this card is definitely good because you got 20k swing. And yeah, so like I said, this only works for baby because you have to bring back Brainwash or Machine Mutants for the 20k swing already. And then if you want to combo him later on because you want to have more cards in your deck, in your hand, you can go for it. Next up, and I feel like this card has to be in every black deck from here on out, has to be in a black deck because this is the card that I've been waiting for. Besides the Super Oob for the Bardock, I feel like this card has to be 3 to 4 on your deck because it's a 2 cost, 20k swing, 5k combo. It's a Self Awakener, and on permanent, on your opponent's turn, if you have an energy marker, your non-Trunks GT battle cards can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills. This card gives everybody on the board on your side barrier on your opponent's turn. And in order for anything on your board to get eliminated off the board, it could be by neg, it could be by popping, it could be by bouncing back. You have to eliminate this card first. So that means if this card is on the board and you have cards on the board that you need to keep on the board, you have to protect this card. And it's already at 20k swing. That's what I like. It's a 20k swing. If it would have been 15, then you're kind of pushing the card. Like, then the card won't be as strong. But it's a 2 cost Self Awakener 20k swing. Your early game, your opponent can't swing with their leader because at 15. And then summoning regular bodies, 20ks, you just combo out. Or let's just say they find a way to neg this card off the board. But you have to do so much to neg this off the board. Then you have to attack my board as well. So like Sinister Sickle, you can't use that card to bounce back this and something else. No, this card has to come off the field first. Automatically has to come off the field first. So that's why I feel like this card is so good that it has to be in every deck. I feel like this is what Bardock needed. This is what SS4 needed, and you could try to swing this into the baby, depending on how that deck is being built. But I feel like every single deck needs to have this card because this is what Black really needed: a protection card and a destruction card. Those are the 2 cards that I kept saying last set. That's what it needed. It needed more. When it came to Bardock, I always said that Bardock needed more support, but the support for Bardock is not coming out until next set 5, which is in February. Don't know what's coming out, but it is coming out. Because when it comes to starter deck, supports for the off the starter deck comes out a set after the set that comes out right after this. So basically, when starter decks came out in set 1, all the support that set 1 cards came out for set 3. So that's where most of the support came out of. With the starter decks is a set 3. Set 2, yeah, it came out with some cards, but I feel like to fill in the gaps of what the starter decks needed, it came out set after the natural set that came out from the starter deck. So Trunks definitely needs to be on everybody's deck. This is the alternate art, beautiful. I'm definitely going to try to get 340s if I can. If not, it is what it is. This is another card for the baby, the Nezzy. 1 cost, 15k attack, 5k combo. When this card is using a combo from the battle area, play up to 1 Super Sigma with the cost of 2 from your hand. Okay, so I don't feel like this card is definitely good. 1, because the 15k swing and it's a 5k combo. I'm not going to see myself playing this late game. And early game, you could build a deck aggro, but this is not a card that you want to go aggro with because his effect is not really going to work. You could summon the Super Sigma, but Super Sigma's effect is you have to have battle cards that is Machine Mutant in the discard pile in order to keep it on the board. So you comboing this is only 1. And then what you're gonna combo for the first turn, who's summoning big bodies that you gotta have to combo? You combo this, so it could put your leader at 20 because you swinging at 15 at 20. Then combo with another card that could give it 25 or whatever the case may be. But let's put it like this: you're gonna combo 3 cards. Let's say all 3 is 5k combos. If you're trying to swing at your opponent, you're gonna have to discard 2 to 3 cards to special summon 1 card. Do the math. You're losing two cards off your hand. No, you're losing 2 to 3 cards, depending on what's the secondary card that you're comboing your leader with. After you combo with this, if it's a 10k combo out of your hand, with this would be 15 plus the 15 swing gives it 30. But that's still not enough to special summon the Sigma because you need 3 in your on your discard pile. So let's just say you discard 2 off your hand, 5k combos, plus this, right? That gives it 30k swing still. Then you got to special summon the Sigma. So on turn 1, if you're attacking, or turn 2, whatever it is, you just lost 3 cards out of your hand. Just a special summon 1 card, and it doesn't even give you effect to draw cards back to your hand. So what good purpose is that? Oh, and even if you recycle 1 because of the swing of the leader, you get 1 card back. But for that turn, you lost 2 cards. You literally lost 2 cards out your hand. So this is definitely not a good card to play. So Exodus out of the other list if you have it. Definitely not a good card to play for the baby. Another baby support, Hyper Meta Rildo, 3 cost, 25k swing, 5k combo. On play, if you have a Super Sigma in your drop, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with the cost of 3 or less and return it to his owner's hand. So this is the support of the Machine Mutant side. Like I said, if you can split your deck between Machine Mutant and Brainwash, your baby is going to be strong because your opponent won't know what turn you're going to, like what road you're going to choose. Are you going to choose a Brainwashing road that you can combo off the battlefield, and every combo card has an effect to bounce back, to recycle, to draw, or to rest, or whatever the case may be? That's what they're going for. So that's manipulating the board, your opponent's board. Now with this, you're manipulating the board when it comes to Machine Mutant, depending on what card you have on the discard pile or on the field. So on play, if you have a Super Sigma on the discard pile, because of its effect, you need a 2. On play, you can bring it back and bounce a 3 or less off your opponent's battlefield back to their hand. And if you combo with this, like let's just say if you swing with this, 25k. And if your leader's awakened, you could use this on rest mode to combo as well. So that's what baby is really strong. That any battle cards in the field, you could use them as a combo on either turn. The only bad part is you gotta be mindful of how you're gonna use the effect of the leader, because the last thing you want to do is swing all aggro, but then you don't have the protection when it comes to your turn and protecting yourself from swings. So like on auto, when this card is using a combo, you can play up to 1 Meta Rildo, cost of 4 or less. So yeah, you get to special summon a body, and Meta Rildo is the next card that most likely is going to be shown. It's a blocker. So let's go to it. Is it? Okay, so it's not. So we'll get to it. Once it gets to it, you'll see it's definitely a blocker. And if it gets KO'd, and it's a 30k swing, 5k combo. If it gets KO'd, but if you have the field card on the field, you rest the field card and it gets to get special summoned back to the board. So it's like a barrier. It's like the Majin Buu barrier card, but it's discarding. Excuse me. Instead of discarding off your hand, you're actually just resting the field card on the board to bring it back to the field. So I like that Black has its own versions of certain cards from each color, but tweaked a little bit, because you know it makes Black durable to play against any deck, because it takes pieces from here and there from any color. So next up is Pan GT, 1 drop, 10k attack, 10k combo. It's definitely for SS4 Goku because of the arm blade. Is choose one of your Son Goku GT and it gets 5,000 power for the turn. Then if you have an energy market, that card gets 5,000 power for the turn. So it gets an additional 5. So you can give it up to 10k to whatever Son Goku GT you have on the board. the reason why I say this is only good for the SS4 Goku because Bardock, the only SS4 Goku you actually playing is the 4 cores that gives you energy marker and the SS 4 GT 3 cores that gives you is a self awakener that gives you energy marker. Those are the only 2 cards. Um, but this effect actually it does not say battle cards. You can actually use this for your leader. Your leader could get the effect of this. So why not use this card? And it's a 10k combo, so you can definitely use this for the advantage. But Bardock won't get much of this to be used. I feel like SS4 Goku has more options to use this card. And then Baby definitely don't need this card. Baby's not going to be using this card at all. Next up is for the Baby, Bizu. 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. Granted, before we even look at it, it's definitely a good card because of 10k combo. For 5k swing, hopefully it's a searcher, it's not, but it's not. It's actually when this card is used in a combo from the battle warrior, play up to 1 Super Sigma with the cost of 1, or cost of 2 from your hand. First of all, why am I gonna sacrifice 1 energy just to special summon this card? To combo and then to swing. So I don't feel like this is a good card. You have so much options that you could actually put. That is not this card. I feel like this card is so bad. You're sacrificing 1 to just combo. So you're technically using a combo card. You're using 1 of your energies to just combo an extra 10 to special summon, if you can special summon, because it all depends on how many machine mutants you have in your discard pile to special summon this Sigma, Super Sigma, that has to stay on the board. So it's a lot that's going on with this card that it's not even worth having in your deck. Alright, next up you have Bullet GT. This is definitely for Baby. 2 cost, 10k attack, 10k combo. On play is a self awakener. Baby needs self awakener. Auto when this card is using a combo. From the battle area, if your leader's a machine mutant and his special traits and you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. You see? So Baby's basically getting its own energy marker. So like the Kakarot goes to the Bardock, the Dr. Miyu goes to SS4 Goku, and now Baby gets the Bulla, that's a self awakener, and if you combo, which is gonna be a 10k swing off of it. 10k boost swing however you combo it with this and get an energy marker, so which is good. So like let's just say a scenario, right? Let's say you have the Baby, the leader, swing, she's on board, get a card, self awaken, boom, that's 20 already. Combo with this, that's a 30k swing to your leader. At the same time, you get an energy marker. They either take the hit or they block it. So let's just say, depending on how many cards they have on the board, let's say they have 2 to 3, and it's 3 costs or less. If you have an energy marker, use a 10k Kamehameha to end your turn. The energy marker is there, you get to pop 2 cards off the board. So your opponent won't even see that coming, honestly. Because the way Baby is being like built, 10k Kamehameha is a sleeper card for this deck. Especially if you're playing this card at 4. You definitely gotta have to play this card at 4 cards because the energy marker in the future is gonna help you to special summon a big body faster, a turn earlier than what you're supposed to naturally. So definitely 4 of these in your Baby deck would be good. And if you're gonna be using this to safety purposes at 10k Kamehameha, definitely will be straight awesome to have in your deck. If you have this, because that's going to be a sleeper card. This goes to any deck. This is just a super combo card if you want to swap out. If you don't want the Bola or the Sun Gohan, you can definitely swap out. I'm definitely swapping out because I like this card. This card looks official. Prince of All Saiyans, definitely fire. Next up, you can play this card in any deck. but this is for the baby Vegeta, 2 cards, 20k attack, 10k combo. It's a vanilla. Uh, I doubt people are playing vanilla cards at this rate of the format. So I don't see nobody playing this card unless there's special cards that makes you, special. So like the grade 8 gives you a chance to special summon a 2-drop or less off the hand. You can definitely summon this. Or the 3-drop Baby Vegeta 1, you can summon. It gives you the chance to summon a 2-drop or less. You can summon this 20k swing, but it's good for 10k. But I feel like there's other cards that you can have in your deck actually boosts you up to with the effect that they have. So I don't feel like this card will be good. Next up, Baby Possessed Boy form, 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. This card is deadly, deadly. But you have to be mindful of how you use this card because it locks you out of special summoning. So it's on auto. This card is used in a combo from the battle area. If your leader is a Machine Mutant and special traits, play up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less. One battle card with a cost of 2. Oh, not even 2 or less. Cost of 2. So you gotta be mindful about that. It doesn't say 2 or less. It only says 2. And Brainwash. And its special traits, or up to 1 Baby Vegeta with the cost of 2 from your hand. Then you can't play battle cards for the turn. So remember earlier I said, Baby has 2 routes to go: the Machine Mutant side or the Brainwashing side. Yo, Anna, what's up? How's everything? The way I see this card being used, you have 2 routes. You have the Machine Mutant route, that mostly is special summoning after a combo, and you have the Brainwashing side. The Brainwashing side, it's comboing special, using a special effect of the combo, which is like this card is a Brainwashing card, and you can use the effect of excuse me, of the combo, but it has to be a 2 of cost of 2. I thought it was 2 or less. 2 is fine, but it has to be a cost of 2, and it has to be a Brainwash categorized card. But the bad or Baby Vegeta, which I think it was talking about the vanilla card, which you're not gonna be using unless you want to use it. You just want to go. You could even build the all Brainwash deck if you want, or you could build the all Machine Mutant. So you have 3 options. You can split the deck half and half, Machine Mutant and Brainwash, or you could go full Brainwash, or you could go full Machine Mutant, depending on how you want to function the deck. But the leader is still gonna have the effect to use the cards in the battle zone from the rest, if they in rest mode or not, to combo out. But it locks you out. So you gotta be mindful with this card. Now, once you summon this card, you only have the chance to summon 1 more body, and then that's it. Can't summon no more for the turn. So this will be like the last thing that you do for your turn. If you don't have no other option, is to use this to special summon another card. And the good part about these cards, right, that makes you special summon another body on the board, the card that you're summoning can be used as a combo as well. So you could double the effect. You could use this effect to special summon another card, and then you could use the effect of the secondary card, which could be the Gohan, that for the turn you could summon a 2-drop with no cost. You could use it this turn if you want to use the Galagon version of the blue Galagon version for black at no cost, because of 2 cost. Or you could use the Trunks that bounces the Goten that can bounce back a 4 or less. Or you can use the Trunks to recycle 2 cards that's not GT from your discard pile back to your hand. So you could really go crazy with the dumping off your hand for endgame, definitely. So like I said, you really gotta beat these cards, because if you make the wrong play, some people will let you rock to read through the play again on IRL, but in client you ain't gonna be able to do it. Once you summon it, you summon it. You can't take it back. So you make sure you gotta read every card that you have in your hand, how you're gonna play stuff, what they got on the board, and what you want to do for next turn. So you gotta be mindful about that as well. So this is the card that I was talking about earlier from the Meta Rildo. 3 cost, 25k swing. That if you use as a combo card, you can special summon this card. So Meta Rildo is a 4 cost, 30k swing, 5k combo. It's a blocker and when KO, switch one field card in your battle area to rest mode and play this card from its owner's drop. So this is definitely like a Majin Buu 3 cost that once you pop this off the board, instead of discarding a card from your hand, you can definitely put that field card in rest mode, and then you can special summon this card again, and you can have it to block again, because it doesn't say it has to be summoned on rest mode. Because the Majin Buu 3 cost barrier has to come back in rest mode, but at the same time, I don't think there's once per turn. This is actually had to be a once per turn because the field card is already on rest mode. You can't really restand the card again to use the effect again. Well, I think we don't have a card like that just yet. When it comes to field cards, I don't think we got a card that could restand a field card for black. So this is definitely a 4 cost 30k swing. That's not bad. Can't go wrong with that. I could definitely see people playing this at 3, 2 to 3, depending. Because for a big body and it's a 5k combo, definitely 2 to 3. The Great Ape is a 0 combo. Remember that. You have, if you want to use double strike, Bardock. Remember that's a 0 combo as well. If you want to go with the 4-drop Super Saiyan 4 Goku GT, definitely a good card as well to put in any deck. But it's a 0 combo as well. You'll get the draw power. You'll get the energy marker. You can definitely do a lot. So there's a lot of ways, a lot of options to build this baby deck with set 3 cards. Like you could use the power as well, but it all depends on how you want to do it. Like if you want to really manipulate the board, in order to build a deck to manipulate board, you'll have to sacrifice flooding the board as well. Because from what it looks like, baby has the potential to flood the board with small bodies, but they all like good swings. You have to be mindful that in order to build that, you can't build a deck with like the Paras, the Hercules, and stuff like that. So you got to be mindful about that as well. It won't be as strong. You'll have it in your deck, but it won't be as strong. Another support for baby, which is the Ryback. 1 cost, 5k attack, 5k combo. When this card is used in a combo from the battle area, play up to 1 Super Sigma with the cost of 2 from your hand. So definitely another card you won't be using unless you want to go all-out Machine Mutant deck. This is the secondary 1 cost that no, 3. We already counted. This will be 3. We already counted 3 cards. That's a 1-drop, 5k. I don't feel like it definitely does this. They all do the same thing. Special summon a card, special super combo with the card, and then special summon a Super Sigma. But remember, Super Sigma has to have at least 3 discard cards that is Machine Mutant in the discard pile in order to keep it on the board. So you're doing too much early game to just keep a 25k swing that might be bounced back to your hand, nagged off the board, popped off the board. You know what I'm saying? Because the 2 cost. So do you really want to risk 2 to 3 cards at your hand to just summon this guy and maybe he stays on the board for the next turn, which is going to be rough. And then activate your main, switch this card to rest mode, draw 1 card, let this card a card from your hand. Okay, if you want to like, this is alright, but then at the same time is like, he's only going to survive 1 turn, no matter how you see it. This card is only going to survive 1 turn, whether you're using the effect or not, because it's a 5k. Go on rest mode, everybody's swinging at that. You're not going to combo out to survive, to make this like stay on the board. You're not gonna do that because you're gonna have to sacrifice 2 cards for it. That's one. Two, it's a one cost. Every single color, every single deck, no matter what leader you use it, he's gonna have cards that pop this off the board. Bounce it back, bounce it to your deck or whatever the case may be. This is not staying on the board. Not a good card to have. Next one is General Rodo. 2 costs, 20k swing, 5k combo. Definitely a good card. It's a Self Awakener, secondary Self Awakener um, for Baby. So you have one Machine Mutant Self Awakener and you have one Brainwashed Self Awakener. So like I said, you could go either way. You could split the deck in half, or you could go either way, Machine Mutant all out, or you could go Brainwashed. Doesn't really matter because Brainwash, I think the best card they have would be Grade 8, 30k swing, 4 drop, and then for Meta Mutant, you have the Meta Rildo, which is a 30k for 4 drop. One is a blocker, could restand if you have the field card, and then you have the Great Ape. The Great Ape is a 4 cost, summon a 2 drop off the hand. Doesn't specify what type of 2 drop, so it's definitely a good card to have in any of the 3 leader black leader decks. And then on swing, you could choose one card, 3 cost or less on your opponent's side, to use it as a combo for your opponent. It could be that your swing gets negated because the power it's greater than yours, but the game plan is to wipe as many cards off the board so they could start over to building a floodgate of a board compared to yours that you might already have 2 to 3 bodies on the board. Or maybe you just have the 4 cards, but even that, they have to start over. You already got a big body on the board. Now next turn you already know you're gonna summon a big body or even summon 2 small bodies. So however you want to go with. So you have other options. So on auto, when this card is used in a combo from the battle area, play up to 1 Hyper Meta Rildo with a cost of 3 from your hand. So you can swing with this card if your leader is awake. You can swing with this card. Whatever battle card that you have on the board or your leader, combo this card because you have the option to do that because of the leader effect when it's awakened. If it gets comboed, you can summon a Hyper Meta Rildo, right? The Hyper Meta Rildo will come 25k swing as well. And if you have another body on the board, your combo with that, which is a 5k. And then that Meta Rildo, Hyper Meta Rildo, is going to summon the Meta Rildo, which is the big boss for the Machimio inside. So it's like a chain reaction. You could really like swing strong, not 20ks. I'm talking about 25ks and over. So that means your opponent, whether your opponent's leader is awakened or not, you're swinging at has to 25ks over. That means your opponent has to discard 10ks out of their hands. So you're burning a lot of 10ks for. You're gonna be burning like 2 to 3 10ks depending on how much energy markers you have, energies you have, how many bodies you have on the board to swing. But you can really burn your opponent's hand depending on how you play up your board. So Baby right now is dangerous. If you play it right and you play your battle cards correctly the way you're supposed to and swing correctly the way you're supposed to, you're really gonna have 3 to 4 bodies on the board. You're gonna have 3 to 4 25k or more swings, and you're gonna be burning 10k combo cards, probably 2 to 3 out of your opponent's hand unless they're gonna take it. But at this point, when you have so many bodies on the board, they're already awakened. They're already 4 energy, 4 life. So you already know they probably just maxed out. They're gonna take 1 card. Then they're gonna have to burn 2 cards out their hand, unless these bodies are kind of small. Not all of them, but this is a 2-cost swing. If you have another body on the board, you got to be mindful of how you're going to use that. So you can even manipulate if you're going against yellow, how they got the death pool that gives 15k to your opponent, then rest of 3 costs or less. If you play it out around it, you can just swing with your leader. Swing with this first. Let's just say they combo out. This stays on the board. Then you have the leader. Swing with your leader, combo with this, then special summon 3 costs. That's where it locks in at. Because if they summon another, if they get to use another death ball, then the death ball is gonna rest that card. So you won't be able to use it to swing. But you can use it to combo with. Summon another body, swing, combo with that, then you specially summon the 4 drop. Can't rest the 4 drop. So you'll be losing 1 swing, but you'll have 2 power swings to swing with. So Baby's looking really strong for next set. I still have faith Bardock is still going to be strong, but it's just Baby, depending how you build Baby, like I said, on which route you want to go with, it might be strong enough to be the best black deck to play with. Next up is the new planet Tuffle. It's a field card, 1 cost. Sorry about that. It's a field card, activate a main. Discard 1 card from your hand and switch this card to rest mode. If your leader has Machine Mule and their special traits, draw 1 card. So this is the card that you'll be using to get like a better hand, or the Super Sigma, you know, that you need to have a certain amount of Machine Mules on them. The discard parts, especially summon the card and keep it on the board. So this is definitely a good card. And at the same time, this is the field card that you need for the Meta Roto to rest this card, to restand, not restand, to bring them back from the discard pile if it's KO'd. If it's KO'd, you rest this, bring that card back, and it stands. So it's ready to block with a 30k swing, with a 30k blocking. So it's definitely a good card as well to play with. So this 3 to 4 in your deck, you're gonna need it if you're trying to like discard cards at your hand. Make sure you have cards in your hand for like the trunks, because you discarding, but the trunks, if you combo with it, you could bring back 2 non-trunks card that's brainwashed or Machine Mule and back to your hand if you combo with that card. So you're not losing anything. You're basically recycling cards back to your hand. But you just want to make sure that if you want to summon the 2-cost 25k Super Sigma, this will help you get to 3 Machine Mules into the great discard pile in order to keep that card on the board. Super Galagun, this actually helps if you have the Sun Gohan combo off the board. 2 or less gets to play for free. This is the card that I was talking about earlier that you'll play for free. It's activated on battle, either yours or your opponent's turn. It gets 25k power for the battle, and then if you have a card in your combo area, which will be, you know, it might be that card, the Gohan card first. Choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 3 or less and return it to your owner's hand. It doesn't say only your opponent. It could be your turn as well. You could combo as well, but this is mostly like to bounce back something from your opponent's side that, you know, might be another body on the board that could be impactful for the next turn for them. It's definitely a good card to use. This card is definitely 25k boost, gonna knock something off the board. I'll play like 1 or 2 of those in your deck. This is the card that I'm really debating, because I'm not sure why they have this card as a main. Revenge Death Ball. So it's a 2-cost. It's only activated on main. If you have 3 or more battle cards with Brainwash or Machine Mule and their special traits in your drop, your leader with Machine Mule and his special traits gets 5,000 power until the end of the turn. I feel like this card is bad. For 2 costs, you only getting 5k. Now, if this would have been like the Ginyu card, the reinforcement card for the Ginyu package, I think it's a 2 or 1 cost. that if you use it, even the new the set 3 Majin Buu, I forgot what's it called. But the effect of those two cards is you activate on one cost, and depending on how many of the criteria that's asking for, you get 5k combo for each card with the same criteria on the board, 5k plus, and that's including the leader. This is only giving you 5k, so you're gonna make me use, let's say if you're using Gohan and you have this in your hand, you're only giving it 5k combo, but why would you want to use this? You could use the other card. You could definitely have this in your hand and give it 25k for 2 calls. Why do I want to use this for 5k only for 2 calls? This is the 4th card that we've seen already that's so bad. I don't see anybody playing these cards. I'm sorry. Unless you go on Machine Mutant all the way, like full Machine Mutant, then the other 3 cards that I'm talking about, you could definitely use. Because they're going to get popped off the board as quickly as possible. So that means that 2 drops Super Sigma is going to get on the board easily, and you don't have to be worrying about not having 3 or more in your discard pile to keep it on the board. But this card, guaranteed, no matter what version of baby that you're gonna be building, this card sucks. I'm sorry, it's not good. If it would have been 5k for each card on the field, it would have been way better. Because you're already asking for 3 or more battle cards on the board to just activate this effect. Why? So yeah, that's not a good card to even use. Next up, this is the alternate art version of the 10 times Kamehameha. Like I said, this definitely works on any of the black decks. I gave you a version of this card on like a scenario with the 2-drop Boma, 10k attack, 10k combo. If you use the Boma, not the Boma, the Bola, in a combo, it gets your energy marker. Swing 30, if it's with the 20k swing 30. They're gonna have to burn something out their hand or they're gonna take the hit. And if they have 2 or more bodies on the board, that's 3 or less, the energy marker is already gifted for you to use this card from your hand and pop 2 cards off the board. Whether it's bodies that needs to get popped, small bodies, or good or potential bodies that could be swinging for you for 20k or over. But 3 costs or more, 3 costs or less, can't go wrong with that. So I definitely see this card being used in the baby deck, at least 2 of them, 2 to 3 of them, because you need to have pop. Granted, the baby special summons has a lot of floodgates, small drops, but then at the same time, you need to be careful with that because people, depending on how the format is going, because it looks like there's a lot of 20k swings coming up and everything else. A lot of people is gonna play Frost in the red decks, and that locks 20k swings off the board, and you can't even swing with them. So you gotta have these on the board, especially if the meta is gonna have a lot. If this format is gonna have a lot of black being played, you already know what we already seen what baby has to offer, which is a lot of 2 drops. A lot of people is going to be looking at that. They already see how Bardock is. There's a lot of 20k swings as well. Is the average here and there. Then you have the SS4 Goku's 20k swings here and there. That right there is basically going to put, and especially with green, if you haven't seen green for this set coming up, there's a lot of 20k swings as well. So I won't be surprised that a lot of red decks is going to be playing Frost and try to lock down the 20k swings from swinging. So yeah, black decks, if you're going to play black, gotta play 2 to 3 of these. A lot of people play this for 2 assassin. I am not playing this card at 4. You have to understand that these are 0 combos, right? These are not battle cards. They don't boost you up. These are 4 0 combos. Your big bodies in black are 0 combos as well. So if you're using the 4-drop SS4 Goku. That's a, yeah, granted, it gives you an energy marker. Granted, if you use an energy marker, you get to draw a card. Yada, yada, yada. Granted, there's a 30k swing. Whatever. But if you play four of those, that's 8 cards right there. What if you playing the double strike, Bardock? Because you know that's a big swing. You can pop anything off the board. Let's say if you're playing 2 to 3. Let's say if you're playing 3. That's 9, 10, that's 11 zero combos. Let's just say you're playing the grade 8. That's another zero combo. Let's put it like, and then the 3 drop, Baby Vegeta 1 for the baby deck. 20k swing. That's another zero combo. You're gonna end up building a deck where all these cards are great to have in a deck. They have the potential to really manipulate the board, from popping, from bouncing to locking, whatever the cards do. But the problem is, you building a deck with so much zero combos that when it comes to your defensive side of your turn, you don't have that much to protect yourself with. Especially when you go into endgame and you need some type of 5k, 10k combo, you got like about 12 to 15 zero combos in your deck that is not helping you. Especially if you got 4 of these cards, where are you going? Where are you going to protect? These are dead cards that you're gonna basically just give the game to your opponent because you're building so much out of it. I know, trust me, if you do your math, if you're playing a 50 card deck, 50 to 55 or however you want to play your deck, usually average out would be like 52, 53, right? 13 cards, that means 40 cards. Let's say you're playing with 53, you got 13 dead cards. That puts your deck to 40. From the 40, 8 of those is in your life. That's 32 cards. 32 cards that could actually be potentially only combo cards in your deck out of everything else. What if all your life or most of your life is zero combos? What you got in your hand is zero combos. Because I know you're not going to be putting your big bodies every single turn in your energy zone. That's not going to happen. Because you know you need big bodies to survive big swings. Try to body whatever they have on the board, make your opponent sacrifice a lot of cards in their hand if you're swinging for leader. So you got to think about that as well. And last but not least is the gold version of the Glorio. Like I said, this is definitely a good card. If you got the Super U combo with this, if you wasn't watching the video, I was watching my stream when I was talking about this card. If you on turn 5, you got 5 energy, you summon this Super U off of 3 costs, pop a big body off the board because already 5 energies, you and your opponent gotta have 5 energies already. So you already know they gotta have a big body on the board. You pop a body off, and it's once per turn main. You don't even gotta swing with 20k, right? 10k combo. You summon him, pop something off the board, 5k, big body. Give your opponent energy marker. You still got 2 energy markers left. This card gets to be special summoned on 2 if any of you guys have an energy marker. And if it's you just gave your opponent an energy marker, that means once you summon this guy, you get to draw because he has an energy marker. So now you have a 20k swing to your opponent. Then you have a 25k swing to your opponent as well. You could combo with them or just leave it like that and let them burn cards at their hand. You can't go wrong with that two punch combo. It's definitely a good card. How are you gonna fit these 2 cards in your deck? I can see how you could fit Oop into your deck, but to fit Glorio into the deck is gonna be rough because Bardock, granted 25k swing, and you get to see the top card of your deck, but you need to have Bardock in your deck. I see a lot of people playing Bardock because it's a 25k swing and they're just building a deck the way they want to build a deck. But you have to understand, you have to take advantage of the Bardock effect, that you don't have to combo out your hand to swing. You could swing, combo the top card at your deck if it's a Bardock fruit, and then that's it. then you have an extra card in your hand that you was gonna use to combo with for your defensive side of the turn when your opponent swings. You have to be mindful on that as well. So guaranteed locking in. You know you're gonna be playing if you're playing Bardock. There's already 15 cards in your deck that's gonna be Bardock Crew. I guarantee you that. One is the one drop Fasha. You'll play four of those. Then you have the three drop Bardock, the dual strike. If you use a combo, that's another four. That's eight. That's eight cards already. Then you have the two drop. Either you using the Shoe Gash, four of those, or using four of the Self Awaken of Bardock. Whichever way. That's 12. That's 12 cards already. Then you have the Bardock, the double strike. Even though it's a zero combo, but if you have a double strike on the board, you can still use that card to combo into whatever card that's swinging. So if it's a Bardock, if it's your leader that you're swinging with, grants is 25k. Top usually five top card is a Bardock. Combo with the zero, still 25k. But then you can combo with a card at your hand. It could be a 5k to put at 30. It could be a 10k to put it at 35. But two cards already on the board as a combo. And if you have a Bardock lead, double strike on the board, his effect already activate. Pop a card off the board. So that's another way to see it as well. And then you're playing three of the double strikes. So that's 15 cards automatically. Now, if you want to add more to that, then that's on you. I feel like Burgos will be the next option, the one drop. 15k attack, 10k combo will be another option to use to add to your deck. I don't feel like the Tora, two drop, self 20k swing, 5k combo, Self Awaken while you swing. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's not, you either could keep it on top of your deck or you could discard it. I don't feel like that's definitely a good card to have because you could have something a little bit better. Unless you want to, but you substitute that to have the substitute for that was the pan. Put four pans. Reason why you need pans is basically built for the Jirens, the red decks. Once they summon the four drop or the Topos, if they summon it, you want to use the pan to bounce back those cards because his effect protects the leader. And the last thing you need is for your leader for your opponent to continue drawing cards because they have the Jiren on the board. So you definitely want to not deal with that. So the pan is a better option than Tora, unless you want to, go all out and build a 2-cost deck. So like that you can summon small bodies, but then at the same time, remember, Jiren is a 25k swing. 20k build deck is not good because this dude is gonna be a problem. Frost is gonna lock all your guys, and then building two cost deck against blue, you're not gonna have nothing on the board every single turn. They're just gonna continue bouncing stuff back to your hand, bottom decking all day every day, and you're gonna have to start from scratch every single turn. Not a good standard. So Tora is not an option to have. The other card would be the 3-cost Bardock, which is once you swing, if you combo with that card that you swung with, you get to special summon a 2-drop Bardock Screw deck on Bardock Screw card from your hand to the field. Like I said, you're not gonna have much 2-cost or less from your hand and even in your deck to summon. So that's not a good card as well. Then you have the 4-drop Bardock Grade 8. It's a vanilla 30k swing, 10k combo. That's another card that you don't want to use as well. So yeah, you don't have that much options to really use for this effect. So 12 to 15 guaranteed is gonna be in your deck. If you want to push it, you have the Virgos that you could to add to your deck to use as combo. It's a 10k combo. You can't go wrong with that. The Shoe Gash or the Bardock 2-cost is another 10k as well. Fosh is 5k. The 3-cost Bardock is a 5k, and then the double strike Bardock is a 0. So if you could try to find the ways for set 4 to add those Virgos, at least 2, then you should be good. If you could try to manipulate to have at least 15 to 20 of the Bardock, but it's gonna be so hard to do it. But you know what? You got 2 weeks. If you have the, like I'm using right now, Untap, the app, the Untap program, you could test out set 4 cards already. You got 2 weeks that you can use that, or you can use the tabletop simulator if you're playing on PC. It's not free. You could definitely use Untap for free. But the difference between both of the programs is that tabletop have everything set for you. You don't have to like convert, add tokens, add energy markers. The energy markers are already set on the board. Every keyboard, every key that you need is on the board easily to mulligan, to add the cards to your life and everything. You don't have to. Unlike Untap, you gotta go to the keys, go up to 8, press it, gives you the 8 life. Draw. You gotta continue. You gotta press the key again. Put 6 to draw the 6. Then drag. It's just too much. Too much going on Untap. But a lot of people use Untap more than tabletop because Untap gives you the option to create a game and wait for somebody to join, or enter somebody that's looking for somebody to battle. Tabletop is not like that. Tabletop, you have to invite somebody, either from if you're streaming on the Discord, if you're on the Discord app, see if somebody want to play against you. You can test run a lot. Because I tested out earlier to see if somebody was actually playing a card game. Nobody's playing the card game right now. But it's definitely a good way to actually play because the format, everything is there set up for you. Unlike Untap, Untap is not set up for you. Untap, you have to do everything manually, which kind of sucks. That's the only thing that sucks about the thing. But everything else, you can definitely do on the tabletop. So if you guys have the Discord, not the Discord, if you have PC, if you have tabletop, and you want to test run sometimes, hit me up. I'm down to grind as much as possible to see what cards I want to use. Because right now I'm stuck between 3 decks, and I want to be set to what deck that I want to use for the next set, which will be the Bardock, Black, Baby, Black, or the new Majin Buu that's coming out. Definitely as well. Could be definitely using Majin Buu Yellow. I could see where they're going with that, but it's a lot. It's a whole different play style when it comes to that deck now, because a lot of popping off the board, special effect, like you're minimizing your board unless you're using the small bodies on the board to use the effect of the big bodies, stuff like that. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. So that was it for the blacks, for the black cards. So like I said, those are my 3 options for next set. Which Bardock going into set 3, the Baby, or Majin Buu. So it depends. So, and then at the same time, I have to see if I get all the cards that I need from the case. I do get the case. So if you guys are tuning in right now and it wasn't there when I said it, November 15th, it's a Friday, 2 weeks as of today. Set the case. I get my case. I'm doing a case opening. I will be giving out codes for the client. For the subscribers, I will for the subscribers. If you need codes, I will send you 20 to 25 codes to your email or wherever, Discord or wherever you want me to send it at. If you're a subscriber to my channel, I'll send you codes for set 4. I got codes for set 3 if you need them, 2 and 1. So I'll try to mix it up. I'm sending out 25 codes, so it'll be mixed between all 4 sets. 25 codes. If you're definitely a subscriber, but from time to time, within the stream, I will be giving out codes in the chat box. So the first one to collect it is the first one to get it. So that's another thing that you gotta be chasing. For the cards, if you play IRL, and you need me to ship out, if you within the 50 states, subscribers get first come first serve with certain cards. But depends if you're not playing the colors that I'm playing, which is yellow and black. But red, blue, green up for grabs. If you subscribe to my channel, first come first serve. Um, I'll give you a price on those cards. If you want to, if you want it, you can take it. If not, on to the next person. Because I will do the offerings first here, and you have to make your offer before I close out my stream. Because the minute I close out my stream, then I go to my locals. My locals, somebody for sure is gonna take it from me, take it off my hands, and I will be getting what I need from it. Either trading for alternate arts from other cards that I'm gonna be playing, or I'm just gonna make, extra cash for it. So it all depends on how you guys want to do it. But November 15, put that in your calendar. Um, Not sure what time the store opens. I need to go get it first. But I will be posting on my stories, on my Twitch stories, on my IG stories on November 15, sometime this week. When am I going to be streaming? At what time are we going to be streaming at? And hopefully I see you guys then. So, yeah. If you like what I'm saying, if you have any questions, concerns, you can just hit me up. I have no problem hitting you guys up. If you guys got to test run decks on Untap, or on tabletop, just let me know. I'm gonna go on break soon because I want to take a quick break. Okay, sorry, now real quick. But before I go, right? I'm coming back to see what would I want to grind on. Might be the client. Just continue grinding on the Bardock set threes. Bardock, or I could just go on here. Let's move the screen. Right here on tap, I have 2 decks set already. The only one that's actually finalized is actually the Bardock. I don't know how I want to play it. The baby, I still gotta function it because, like I said, there's 3 ways to build a deck. You could go split half and half, Machine Mutant, or Brainwash, or go full Brainwash, or go full Machine Mutant. You go out of the way. And then this is like, I built this a long time ago. This is for Masters. I don't play Masters. I would like to go back into Masters and just finish buying my starter deck for Masters. Kind of interesting because a couple of my friends are trying to play Masters again, but we're just gonna play for fun. But tournament-wise, regionals and stuff like that, I'm all in when it comes to Fusion World. I did 4 regionals. 3 was locals and 1 was in Chicago. It was a great experience. I got to meet some of the YouTubers that I watch. I got to interact with them. Got to play against them. I got to play against a lot of different mindsets because every state plays differently. And if you don't believe me, definitely trust me. Go on YouTube. You'll see how people play. You have technical ways to play. You have aggro ways to play. People play totally different, depending on where they're playing at. So, like when you're playing on the client, people play technical. It's more about manipulating the board, and on end game, they just dump the hand. That's how they play. Now, when it comes to where I'm from, which is New York, but New York, Chicago, wherever you want to go, wherever you play at, the way they play is once you get to like 4 life, your opponent goes to 4 life, people already starting to swing with combo power. Just 10k, 5 extra k, 10 extra k, as like the aggro version of it. But overseas, like Spain, Japan, all those areas over there that they play this game, they actually play technical. So, you have to build your deck when they go into regionals, in a way that balances out to your advantage, that you're ready for any type of matchups, because you're gonna see aggro, you're gonna see board control, you're gonna see hand manipulation. You're gonna see a lot of everything. So you gotta make sure that whatever cards you put in your deck, it's for every single deck that you play against. You can't just use cards that, perfect example, the pan. Pan is for the red for the gerunds. But at the same time, they don't have to be for the gerunds. If you want to manipulate the board, you could use it for blues if they have a big body like a 4 cost, just and you just wanna like let them restart their board again, even though like the 4 cost Gohan will be on the board again against a bottom deck, but it will only manipulate them to just summon one body again. You get what I'm saying? So just attack and just go from there. Green, if they summon 3 costs, Pan right now is good going into set 4 versus green because the new green Vegeta leader and his battle cards are 3 costs or less. Like they already, that's the first deck that actually had mid-range swingers because green is built on late range. They don't have beginning. They have some beginning to build up to late, but that Vegeta basically brings green back on top, not on like on top of the meta, not like top like number one, but at least it's competitive again because it has so much 3 cost swingers that really could hurt people at the mid range of the game, and your opponent has to really think of, should I take the hit now or should I do something else to protect, because then it's gonna get to them going to their big bodies before you are. So you have to think about that as well. So Pan definitely works on that, that you can actually bounce back whatever they have on the board. They're gonna combo with the card that they just bounce back, or summon it again. But you're just minimizing their swings for the next turn. For black, definitely Pan is great because black don't have much of the 5 costs. It's 4 costs or less, so everything in black is getting bounced back when it comes to what you call it, when it comes to like a mirror match. Uh, red, red has a lot of bodies. That's 3 costs, 4 costs or less. That red summons a lot. Um, so Pan definitely is good. So as you, like, so that's how you gotta build your deck. Each card that you want to put in your deck, you have to think of how is this card impacts each color and most of the leaders, because most of the leaders play differently, but each color and most of the leaders. If it's an 85% chance that you can use this card, then go for it, keep it in your deck. Anything that's like 75 or less, don't even bother. 50 for sure, don't even bother. Like if it's a 50-50 chance that most of the time that you're using this card and it always ends up in the energy, then don't even bother keeping it into your deck. You could use something else that can actually really work. So right now, like guarantee the 3 cost Gohan for me, which is a 3 cost Gohan, 20k swing, 10k combo, on summon. If you have an energy marker, you get to pop a 3 or less off the board. That's a good card right now to have in black because you don't have that much pop in black. But going into set 4, that Super U is a 3 cost as well. It's a 20k swing as well. It's a 10k combo as well. The only difference is that his effect is on once per turn, and it's on main, not on swing, which makes it even way better than the Gohan. Once per turn on main, if your opponent does not have an energy marker, you get to pop a 5 cost or less off the board. You're summoning you're popping a big body off the board, and you give them energy marker. So what? Have the energy marker. I don't care. I got to pop a big body off your board, and which you probably sacrificed a whole turn just to summon, because you don't have nothing else on the board. Because that's what happens sometimes, that you attack their body so much that to the turn that when they summon the 5. So let's just say you're going against blue. You know very well you want to attack aggro, but at the same time you want to manipulate their board to keep swinging at their board, so like that they don't have nothing on the board, so they don't have a bigger board than you. That once they summon the Sinister Sickle or they summon the 4 cost Gohan and they bounce back, or they double strike and they bounce back, stuff like that. You want to take that off the you want to take those off the board as soon as possible, so that if they just summoning one guy, and that's the only guy they have on board, then they have to start again while you have 2 to 3 bodies on the board. Granted, depending on the cost, they might bounce those cards off the board, but you got a big body off the board, especially if it's a double strike. They got a double strike. Maybe it's the only double strike they got in their hand. Boom. On your turn, pop it. Now what? Now they have to summon another double strike. So now you're just summoning one body per turn, while I could just summon 2 to 3 if I feel like it. But if you got baby, if you're playing with the baby deck, you're guaranteed summoning 2 to 3 bodies each turn, give or take, depending on how you're playing the deck. So you got to be mindful about that. So yeah, that's what I got. Always be mindful of how you're gonna build your deck. I'm definitely gonna take a quick break. I'm glad you guys are here while watching my stream, and I'm gonna come back and I might test out the Untap. I never played Untap before. I just downloaded it. I always had it. I always had it to like build decks and everything else, but I never had the chance to like really test it out. Because when I was playing Masters for fun on locals, just playing for fun. Never hit the tournaments or anything. Fusion World, I played locals and I play in the client, so I never had the chance to like really use the Untap app. But now since I want to test it out because I want to see if I want to use Bardock for next set, or because right now I'm stuck. I'm stuck with 3 decks that I want to use. So I got 2 weeks to really think about what I want to test out. See, these are all the games that's being played right now. I can actually watch them play. But from Masters and Fusion World. But anyways, so I don't know all the keys to the thing, but I want to test it out. You might be new to the app as well, so we're gonna test it out together, see how it goes, try out one match, and if it feels like it's too slow based for me, then I'll go back to the client, and then I'll just continue streaming from there. Cool? Cool. So I'll definitely be back, and if you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button, and I'll see you back in a few. Yo, 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 mic check, mic check. Alright. Sorry for the long wait. I was so undecisive on what I wanted to eat real quick. But I'm back though. Still gotta try to put like at least 2 to 3 games in. Alright, so before I went on break, we was talking about deck profiles for black and then what color I wanted to play between black or yellow. Um, I know not everybody's gonna have the same mindset as me if that's what they want to play. So for the next set, if you guys are interested on what to look for red, Jiren hands down is gonna be one of the toughest deck to play against. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be definitely one of the toughest red decks out there. It might be one of the top 5 decks out there when it comes to the new format, new meta for set 4, going into set 4, right? For green, that Vegeta definitely puts it hands down. That's gonna be one of the top deck as well, because it basically filled in the slots that it was needed to be filled. So green, the green Vegeta is definitely gonna put green back in the map. Piccolo got support as well. I don't think Gohan and Broly got support, but I feel like anything Saiyan wise fits in that deck anyways. But I feel like I'm sorry to say Broly fell off the market, especially when Broly was the one of the, not even one, the #1 deck when it came to set 1, and it just fell off from there. So I just felt like Broly's not coming back anytime soon. Gohan has the potential to come back soon, depending on how the set 4 cards are supported it. But Piccolo got support. If I'm not mistaken, Cell, Poly got support. Don't remember. But the green Vegeta definitely looks like it's gonna be the top green deck. Oh, and Android 17, hands down, is still gonna be the toughest, unless they put out a ban list, which everybody's hoping for the 2 cards that needs to get banned. Well, banned or semi, which is Peel Off for blue. The 4-drop Android that gives you red, and then the 8-drop Broly, which everybody's complaining about, because 45k swings 4 times in 1 turn. Because if you can't surpass the first Broly, second Broly, it's gonna be crazy. So it's like, I get where they're coming from with that. So those are the 3 cards that I feel like people's gonna be complaining about to get banned. It might get banned, might not. Let's see how it goes. When it comes to blue, I feel like Vegeta is still gonna be top rated, one of the best blue decks. Trunks could be potentially good as well. Deadpool definitely got support because it was kind of off in set 3. It was missing so many pieces that nobody wanted to play Deadpool because it was so hard to potentially just continue with the way the format of that deck goes. But the support came out for set 4, so Deadpool, you are gonna see Deadpool a lot. Deadpool and Sun Adolescence, Sun Gohan Adolescence, the new leader for set 4 is coming out. So those 4 is gonna be a problem. Zamasu, a lot of people saying that might be a problem as well. It might be coming back to life. But Goku Black, hands down, I don't see that deck coming back anytime soon, just like the Broly. I feel like every color has one leader that you're not gonna see in a very long time. So green is gonna be Broly. Goku Black is gonna be for blue. Blue is always gonna be there. It didn't get much support this set except Sun Gohan Adolescence. And Sun Gohan Adolescence support is crazy. It's super crazy. So it's definitely gonna be one of the top. So blue definitely gonna be still gonna be up there as one of the strongest colors. For black, honestly, we don't know how Baby's is gonna be as strong, but right now set 3 Bardock is a little bit better than SS4 Goku, but a lot of people are considering SS4 Goku support, pushing it on top of Bardock, and then Baby might be right in between both. So Bardock might be the weakest leader. Who knows? It might be balanced out. It all depends on how you build your deck. I still got faith in Bardock still being strong because I know guaranteed for set 5, Bardock is gonna have full potential on to be the best black deck. For red, U7 Goku from the first set is definitely gonna be strong. The weakest one that's not gonna be up there because of the new starter deck is gonna be Starter Cool. Nobody's gonna be playing that because the new Goku that coming out for Daima set starter deck is the same, potentially the same leader effect. The only thing that's a 5k combo, right? Um, that negs for your opponent. Also, U7 is gonna be strong because got support. Beerus got support. Um, Top Cool. I feel like Top Cool is still strong depending on how you work that deck. Um, yeah, I still feel like that deck is gonna be still strong. I don't care what nobody says. That deck is still gonna be strong, and we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that sooner or later that deck is gonna come back. Not gonna be one of the top decks in red, but it's gonna be a good deck. The new Goku, I do not know. The UI Goku, I have no idea where they're going with that. That you can draw on swing. You like on Awaken. I just don't understand where that's coming from. Like that's bad. We already have Jiren that does that, but Jiren draws on impact of him taking life, so he gets a draw out of that. But it's not a 25k swing standard on Awaken, but you have to Awaken at 3. Your opponent could summon a double strike when you have 4 and literally swing crazy heavy at you to the point that you won't even combo. You could probably combo out. Or if you probably combo out, you're burning a lot of cards out your hand to keep them at 4. But then at the same time, if you don't combo, you only have 2 life left, and that's another double strike swing. So what do you want to go with? Because if you don't take that double strike off the board, you might have to deal with another double strike on the board on the next turn. Leader, summon, swing to the extra draw, then double strike, and then double strike again. How are you gonna protect yourself out of that? I don't know where they're going with that. I don't know where they're going with that leader. I just feel like you've got to go full aggro against that leader for him to just stop drawing. So good luck on that. I really don't feel like that's gonna be a good deck. But Jiren hands down is gonna be the leader, top leader for that. I feel like Vegeta for blue, top leader. Android 17, no matter what the format is, I feel like Android 17 is still gonna be top in that segment. I see where the Vegeta new set is coming out, but I feel like Android is still gonna be strong. Let's see how the balance is. I already told you for black. I feel like SS4 Goku might be the one on top, but you know, I love a challenge. So I'm gonna build my Bardock deck and see how far I can go. And then for yellow, Cooler's deck. They came out with a new Cooler card, which actually helps out in the long run. So hopefully they come out with more support. But Cooler looks like it's gonna come back sooner or later. Not now, not in this set, but it's gonna be coming out. The Majin Buu, I feel like nobody's gonna play that. The one that came out for set 3. People's probably playing it now, but it's not gonna be a deck that people's gonna play. The Frieza, I somewhat give it a percentage that people's gonna play that deck. But the top 2 leaders for yellow will be Yellow Vegeta and then the Majin Buu, the new Majin Buu that's coming out. You're just gonna have to be see how you're gonna build that Majin Buu deck. But the Vegeta itself is definitely a good card, especially with that new 5 drop that just came out, that you could paralyze 2 bodies off the board. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2, paralyze 2. Let's see. Let's try and search color. Let's do black out. Let's go to yellow. I just want to see it real quick. Okay, so the card, bingo. So let me scroll this over here. So you have this 5 cost, 0 combo, 35k swing, like a double strike. It's not a double strike, but it's a double strike. Permanent on your opponent's turn. This goes up to 50k. How you popping that off the board? You could pop it if you have the potential, but if I have a 3 cost Vegeta and this is on rest mode and that Vegeta's on rest mode, I'm gonna protect my Vegeta as much as possible for this to not get popped. So you're about to get brutalized for 35k. Then at the end of the turn, you tap one energy, choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, choose up to two of your opponent's rest mode battle cards. They can't attack next turn. What? Vegeta? This puts Vegeta as number one. I don't care what nobody says. Right now, I don't know how Majin Buu is gonna be in the format, even though there's a lot of Majin Buu cards coming in. So this is the Fukuda card I was talking about that might give it more type of life, but I don't feel like it's not enough. But Majin Buu and Yellow Vegeta is gonna be the top two yellow decks um, for next set for sure. But that card right there, I feel like it kind of like a little bit 2% maybe 2 to 3% puts it at the top of Majin Buu to make Yellow Vegeta the strongest deck. But like I said, this set, the way it's set up, you have to be mindful of how you're gonna build your deck. Because if you don't build your deck the way you're supposed to, because there's gonna be a lot of leaders that's gonna be being used. It's not gonna be like the first three sets that you always see the only Vegetas, only Yellow Vegeta, only Blue Vegeta, only the androids, only the Bardock. You're not gonna see that. Set 4. Set 4 is the game changer. Set 4, you're definitely gonna see a whole lot of different leaders being used. Maybe the first week you're gonna see new leaders being used only, but once everything gets settled with the new leaders, with the regionals coming up that set 4 is allowed to use, you're gonna see a lot of leaders from the old sets being used again, and it's gonna be tough to build a deck when you don't know what the meta looks like in your locals. You understand? Like if you're playing IRL and your locals, you don't know. Now in the client, you're gonna have to build your deck, and fingers crossed that you get to build a deck that is balanced to any matchups. So yeah, I give him that. So oh, what time is it? 25. I should be fine. I'm gonna try the untap. Like I said, I've never played untap before. Yeah, sorry, I had to answer one of these messages. Um, I'm definitely this is my first time playing it. I'm gonna create a new game and I'm gonna put it on the title. New to untap. So like that, my matchups. Whoever gets matched up with me that wants to play against me understands that I'm very new to the untap. Takes it easy. Let's not get frustrated with me. Um, and see where it goes from there. So let's go to new game. I'm a beginner to allow spectators. I guess you can allow spectators. Let's change the name. New to untap. New to untap. New to untap Fusion World. Okay, game type, game. Because if you play Cube, this is for the people that's new to the untap. If you play Cube, Cube has there's a time limit on Cube. Oh, packs per player, pick time. Okay, yeah, it's a time frame thing. Then you can change into playstyle, beginner, janky, relax, optimize, competitive. I'm a beginner, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Players, play up to 2. I don't know why it has 6. Don't know why. Then game option allows spectators. Friends only, power up, counts only. game option. So I'll look to spectators. Doesn't really matter because maybe the spectator's gonna help me out. Who knows? Who knows? So like I said, it's my first time doing this. I got my deck ready. Let's see if somebody joins. Gonna enter the game. Going with the Bardock. So let's see. I could probably get somebody to play against me. Probably not. Let's see how it goes. The only thing that I don't know how to do is the energy marker with this. I gotta figure out how the energy marker works. Because I know it says token, but what I do with token is I just press the Bardock leader. It doubles up my Bardock leader. And then I just face it down. So I can see the green. So that's how I do it. So if I want to go to that, I could go to that. Deck was pre-shuffled. Let's go with the shuffle. I want to continue shuffling until I find an opponent. So let's see, maybe I can find an opponent, maybe not. Who knows? But if you guys haven't seen how this app works, me and you's on the same boat. But while we wait, because I don't want to do nothing else, I don't want them to think that, I'm just adding, drawing cards or whatever the case may be. So yeah, so when it comes to like set 4, you got 2 weeks. It's up to you. You could go to the client. You could continue playing set 3. This is the dead time. This is like retail. When retail on holiday season when it's over, from January all the way to April, there's no traffic in shoe stores. Anything that's consistent retail like shoe stores, clothing stores, and everything, because all the travelers are when went back to their countries and stuff like that. It's that season. There's no hours. So this is basically where we are now, because set 3, it's already fulfilled. There's no more regionals. There hasn't been another tournament in the client, and a lot of people just at the state of mind that they just already want to play the next set. So right now what the people is doing is playing on Untap, play the next set because you can, or you can play on Tabletop Simulator. But like I said, Tabletop Simulator, you're hardly going to find anybody on it. Like as you can see here, because we could go back to it, you'll probably see somebody else. You can see other matches if people's looking for somebody to play against, or you could go spectate on another match. Tabletop, you can't really do that. You're gonna have to, find somebody that has the tabletop. I feel like tabletop is way better, but it's a $20 cost for the PC. But you can play any board game, card game and board game, like chess and everything else. But any board game that's already leaked, that's out in the, social media and everything else, and the internet, will be in tabletop. So like, fingers crossed. I'm excited for Gundam to come out. It's supposed to be coming out next year. I think it's in January or February. I'm definitely gonna be playing it on a tabletop. That's why I downloaded tabletop, so I can at least have two type of, well, that'll be the game that we can tabletop. Because by the time that game come out, set 4 is already in the client, so I'll be playing set 4 on the client. I guess nobody's officially ready for me. If nobody's officially ready to me, then I'll just switch the screen and play yeah, it looks like it. Let's see. ready for you. Let's just leave game. Yeah, nobody's willing to play because a lot of people, because already there's a lot of matchups being. So this guy's playing against himself. That's another thing you could do. Test the keys playing against yourself. Let me see something. Let me just spectate because I want to see if there's some. See, so he's playing against himself, right? But I want to know how is he playing against himself because when I try to do it, it doesn't let me. It doesn't let me play against myself because I can't even summon the cards like this. So unless somebody has an option on how to do that, then I'm all in for it. Because I could just test out 2 decks at the same time and figure it out from there. But for now, can't do nothing. See, he's playing against himself. So I guess we're just gonna play on the client since nobody's willing to play. So let me just scroll my screen here. Let me fit it in the screen. Oh, I can't fit it in the screen, so I gotta switch it up. Okay. So I'm gonna switch the screen up right now. Let's go. Back to the client we go. Alright, so let's see my deck profile. So before I even start the game, so you can see what I'm talking about. So right now I play the Giro, I'll play this for the Self-Awakening. But for the next set, these 2 Gohans, I will be taking out to put the Super Wu. He does the same thing, just 5k or less. Same attack and everything else. The 2 drop Trunks to protect. I most likely will take the Bardox out. I'm taking the Gyros out for sure. I'm putting this down to 3 and 3. The Hercule will be 3, Power will be 3, this will be 3. Kakarot will stay at 4, Fasha will stay at 4, Pan will stay at 4. I will keep these at 4 because 1 it gives me energy marker, and 2 is a 25k swing. Sometimes you need those 25k swings without even a combo. The Shugesh will be at 4 for the combo. So right now my deck is at 51. The way I got my deck built on the untap and on the tabletop simulator, I'm at 53 cards, which you could possibly do because Bardock is mostly on combo power. So we're gonna have combo and draw power because you have so many potential on drawing. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to that. Let's play this one game. Playing Beerus. I don't like Beerus. He does a whole lot of negging. I go second. I'll keep. Just for the simple fact that he's gonna summon the Weezes, and I gotta get those Weezes off the board. So right now I have 3 cards right now that can pop off the board. Can't go wrong with that. Swing, pop, do what you gotta do. Alright, I'm keeping that. Summon this. Swing. Another Giro. And I'm gonna summon Basha to draw a card. Hercule to recycle, not bad. And I have my turn. Gonna have to take a hit. Oh my god, not the 4-drop. Not the 4-drop. I'm gonna go with can't take 2 hits like that. Do I really want to burn cards to take 2 like that? Or I could just bring it back, so I'm fine. Okay, 2 double strikes is not gonna help me right now. Everything else actually helps me. So I'm gonna charge 1. Let's go here. Nice. Anything. I don't have to use energy marker for this. I could definitely bring the Giro back. No. No. Use it. No. Yeah, use this first. Use the Hercule, bring it back. I don't have to use the energy marker. He's only at 2 costs. So let's go with that. Yeah, just a regular energy marker. Or less. Pop that. Use the Hercule. Bring it right back, because you're gonna need it. Versus red, that's hands down a key card that you need. I'll take it. I need to awaken sooner or later. Not that card. Whoa, no. What the hell is this? He's trying to awaken. So this is, place this card on the drop. You can lead it as a God of Destruction. Special trait, play up to 1 bit. Nope. Nope, that has to come off the board. ASAP. So I could definitely summon this. Summon this. Dang, he's gonna awaken no matter what. Right now. Man, what should I charge? I should swing with this first. Yeah, that has to come off the field. Yeah, he's gonna awaken. That has to come off the field automatically. Hold on, let me see something. What's his effect? Minus 1,000, so he goes to 20k. Okay. Next up. I could do this. Go for 30. He's gonna burn cards out of his hand. And then activate this. It's a pop. that's dirty. Burning a super combo already. Not bad.
こんなものか。
And my turn, and I get to draw. Not so bad. Alright, no more crit. So that means once he swings against me, it comes to my hand.
いいよ、僕が行こう。
The self-awakener that I needed.
行くよ。
Let's see what he summons. Hold on. Tap 1. Place this card in your drop. If your leader has a god that destroys you in a special layout to yours, I think. Oh, damn. You're about to summon that shit. I'll take that hit. But in order to use his effect, Fury has to discard a card out of his hand. Right? Yeah. That's good. Let's awaken. I can't even summon my double strike. Let's go with 40. Yeah, I can't summon my double strike just yet. Can't bounce him back either, so I gotta figure it out. Yeah, if I could get a... Oh, yes! That's what I was thinking about. If I could get something that could give me an energy marker, I should be good. I'm gonna hold on to this, because those energy markers are gonna have to come in handy. Let's go charge Fasha. Because I can lock him up. Because I'll do this, give me an energy marker. Yeah, so let's go here. Oh, and I'm gonna get to draw too. That's good. Activate the effect. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, then let's go with not taking nothing. Let's go with next turn. That's gonna be good. If we take the hit, then I could just go all out next turn. But I want to burn. Let's go 30. Let's not go crazy. That's 2 super combos.
こんなものか。
I think I should have done that first and then still swing, because this is gonna get nagged. But at least this will be a defensive mechanism though. That he'll use his neg for this. If he don't and uses for this, then I could just protect myself. But we'll see.
行くよ
Yep, that's what I thought he was gonna do.
いいよ僕が行こ
Take the hit.
うこれでも食らえ
Okay. That was a smart move. Go with Kakura. I can summon a double strike. Pop this off the board. But let's see. Let's see what it does. 25. Keep it on top. I'll leave it at 25. Okay. So I will summon a double strike now. Swing to pop this.
こんなものか
Because I need that life. And then put it at pocket pause. Yeah, I'll just do small body. I won't put it at 50. It's just enough to make him dumb. So 45. They're taking a hit. Okay. So I just gotta survive this turn right
行くよ
because my game plan is to these two, summon these two.
いいよ僕が行こ
Double strike range. Still have 5 cost. Shit. Ooh, that became tough. Ugh. I'm about to burn my hand. Sucks. If he goes for the double strike, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. Dang, he's burning my hand out. What is that? 45. 45. Damn, I'm gonna have to take a hit. It's not enough. Hand is a 5K. I wish it would have super combo. See? That's what killed me. I had it locked in, but super combo wasn't there for me. I don't even know what is that. 60. No. 40, 30, 40, 50. Beat me by 10K. I wish I had a super combo. Oh, 70. Yeah, I wish I had a super combo. My super combos didn't come out. Cheh, my last card was a super combo. And I didn't play it wrong because everything in my life, I mean my energy was 5Ks. So it wasn't so bad. I just didn't draw the right cards that I needed. I'm just piling up my gems, getting ready for 2 weeks of grind time. 1900. I'm trying to get enough because I think it's 1,000 for what? Let me see. Excuse me. So for the packs, booster packs, for 1,000 you get 10 packs. 10 packs. So that I'm trying to get as much gems as I can from here all the way to 2 weeks from now. So that, I'm ready to lock and load, to not put codes in, and I could give out more codes instead of me using them. That was a good matchup. I just couldn't get anything out of the whole, getting out of the whole of the 5K. Ooh, we matched up easy. Another beer race. This is crazy. Is it the same guy? That would be crazy if it's the same guy. I go first. Change that hand. And I still don't get what I want. That is not good. That's it, I guess. When it comes to red, you gotta keep that in your hand. So I'm gonna. Do I really want to swing at him? It's not. Let's just keep it right there. See, this card would have been good. That scenario last match, if this was the Ooh would have been popping those cards left to right off the board. But since it wasn't, there's nothing I could have done. This coin's gonna help me later on. I got the pen on the board. I'll try the pen. So if anything, it's 3, right? Let's not. Let's go
Zip.
here. Um.
潰してやる
Oh, definitely keep that on top. Hmm. No. Do I want to awaken him? Nope. I have him awaken himself. Now he awakens. And he can do the effect. Crazy. Do I want to burn cards? Because what he's gonna do is summon that guy, right? So do I want to? He's gonna try to burn my hand. I'm charging one of these for sure next time. I'm in double strike mode next turn anyways.
破壊の総仕上げといこうか
So at least that's a good thing. Next turn.
いいよ僕が行こ
I will take the hit. I already know I'm charging one of these. I don't need it. And I'm going on double strike mode. Swing, pop this, let's see where he goes. Okay, he's only gonna be on 4. That's how I take the hit. Gives me an extra turn to so we're gonna go with 25 right here. Just 25.
う こんなものか
Alright, go with 35. Hopefully I hit.
潰してやる
I don't hit. I don't got nothing that's give me an energy marker. So that's not gonna be good. I'll bottom deck that. So I'll put it at no, I'm gonna need that. Hmm. My thing is, if I take that, I can't go on double strike one. I'll take the. Oh, I gotta find a way to burn his hand out. Oh boy, he got me with that. He definitely got me with that. Because he gets to pop that. He has to discard a card that gives him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards still on hand. 6 cards with this on the board. Honestly, I'm not gonna survive next turn anyways. So I'm just gonna take the hit. Okay. That I don't know. It all depends on what he got in his hand, honestly. So when I do this, I gotta pop that off the board. Do this. Leave it at double strike. I'm not gonna survive next turn. Okay, that's 10k. That's good. I'm dumping whole hand. There's nothing I'm gonna do. Dump whole hand to pop this. Because this is at 0. I don't know how much I could go up to. About to find out. Please let it hit. Please let me hit. Ah, bastard. $100k. Hey, got the win. Let's go. I had to take the hit. That hit that I got from Beerus, I had to take it because I was not going to survive next turn. I had to go all out. I was like, you know what, whatever. That means he got a lot of dead cards in his hand. That's good. I like that. Like that a lot, baby. That was definitely that was crazy. Let's put in one more. Let's go. One more match in before I gotta log off. Oh shit, they're gonna do versus Cooler. Hey yo, hold on. I never faced a Cooler. It's been 2 whole sets. I have not faced the Cooler yet. I'll keep it. Because mostly draw power. But depending on how he built this deck, this is crazy. Playing a Cooler. Alright, this is a little bit too much.
身の程を知るがいい。
I'll take the hit. Oh my god. That's the second time I see that card go to the grave. That's good. Not really. I'll hold on to it. But he won't be able to swing though. Because now that's a target. So I'm gonna hold off to this. Because he might be playing more of the 2-drops. Let's go with charging. I'm gonna hold on to these. He's gonna be a problem. Maybe Fasha. Um,
覚悟はできてんだろうな。
that's fine. Oh, he got a lot of cantrips. That's fine. He can't swing on draw, so I'm not using that just yet. So he got an extra body on the board to swing with, which is fine. I got the Fasha to protect my Shugesh. That don't work. That doesn't count for the leader. Oh, between the... okay, I guess. Oh. Thank God I held on to this, because you're about to be tied. Let's go with... trying to do the math right now, right? Is that 4? Ah.
身の程を知るがいい。
Okay. Because if I would have blocked it, he would not swing with him and leave him as a blocker. So right now I'm just gonna attack board. See that he's gonna swing with him. So let's charge. I'm gonna charge the Fasha, honestly. I'm not gonna need him. So let's awaken.
誰なんだ。とっとと片付けてやるぜ。
Let's go with... $25 right here. Just 25. I'm really trying to burn out his hand.
潰してやる。
Straight 20. This is only on play, right? Oh, you burning? Activate on main. Okay. So that means I can summon this. And then bop both of them. And he still won't awaken. Let's go with that. Summon this. He's gonna take it. Yeah, I had 2 back-to-back pans on top of my deck. Sheesh. I think this actually does the rest mode, right? Yeah, rest mode. Oh, nice. They both in rest mode, so they get popped. That's smart. But then you don't got nothing on the board. And I'm not even gonna swing at you. That's my game plan. What is that? 25. I could do this into the Bardock, right? Cause summon him, but I gotta swing. I don't wanna swing. So I could do this, summon him, not awake, or he has to attack. So he has to attack no matter what. So I will have to summon him. To see what's next. No. So with these damn things, I don't know. That's my turn. Because I'm not gonna burn it. Making no sense. Because going at 6, I could just go crazy swinging. depending on who he summons. Uh, let's go with 25. And this is what? He can't swing, but his effect still works.
貴様に耐えられるかな
Got this card again. To rest him. You're not gonna swing him, you're gonna rest him. And you're gonna burn your hand out. So those are 20Ks. So let's go with charging this nonsense. Can't swing.
Zip!
25. You have another one in your hand. No. Okay. So then I could go with the double strike. Swing. Double strike. Should I do that? Yeah, double strike, swing here to pop this. You got no protection. So let's go with... Gotta use the energy marker. Here. Use a effect.
潰してやる
I'll keep that on top so I could actually use this one. And what should I use? Yeah, Cooler don't have an end game. You could probably start off nice, but you know end game. And my turn, and I get to draw. I use the energy marker. And then I'm gonna summon these two. Well, depending what he wants to do on this turn.
身の程を知るがいい クソったれが
I You gotta rest that to summon this to restand. Why did you summon that? Oh, okay. I see what you did. Honestly, I could just leave it at 5. Let's go with. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now we know that don't hit. Oh man, he had no protection. That was crazy. Yo, Butch Cassidy, appreciate the follow. That was a good matchup. I was just surprised. It was just probably playing for fun because honestly, playing the cooler right now, it might be a difference when the new set comes out with the new cooler card, which is a 3-drop 25k attack, 5k combo, and if you use the cooler leader effect to sacrifice one card out your hand to restand a card, that actually gives you a draw. So it basically just recycles. Yeah, okay. So this is where I gotta call it, guys. Really appreciate everybody that tuned into my channel. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching me on Twitch, thank you for tuning in as well. Sorry that I did a lot of talking this morning. It's just I just want to give my feedback on the new cards that's coming out, on what cards fit to what deck, especially when it comes to black, because a lot of people is asking about what deck will be best for black. There's only 3 leaders. What cards supports what deck. We talked a little about all the colors, what will be the top leader for each color as well. But if you're here tomorrow, turn that notification on. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. If anything changes, just turn your notification on because I'm not sure if I'm picking up overtime tomorrow morning. But yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that was a good game. But yeah, hopefully I see you guys on the next one and see you soon. Peace out.